Hey guys, David with the Wholesalers Toolbox. And today I want to talk to you about a side hustle that can make you a lot of money. And it is having a boots on the ground business. Now, I kind of accidentally started one of these businesses back years ago when I got into investment real estate and wholesaling, and I was doing property inspections for a company that was buying locally. They were buying properties, they were rehabbing them, and they were selling them to overseas investors. And as I started doing this business, I got hooked up with overseas investors that were buying in Detroit that needed somebody to go out and look at properties for them, because when they were talking to a real estate agent or talking to somebody selling a property, of course that person wants to sell the property, get as much as they can for the property, and they wouldn't always tell them the truth, tell the person buying it, the investor. They wouldn't tell them what the neighborhood was really like or what the condition of the property was really like. So when you have a out of state or overseas investors buying in your market, they really need boots on the ground, right? That's what it's referred to, right? Somebody to go out and be able to take photos for them and go, be able to take video, maybe do a property condition report where you're just filling out a report and telling them what needs to be repaired on the property and all that. And you don't really have to be a home inspector or know how to calculate rehabs to do a property condition report. You're really just saying, hey, it looks like it needs a new roof. Hey, the water heater is missing. Hey, it needs a new furnace. Hey, look at the pictures, it needs a new kitchen or whatever. So again, this is a really great business, because you can get paid. Back years ago, I was getting paid, $100 to $150 per property to go out and take videos and take pictures. And, typically I was only at the property for maybe, 15-20 minutes. And I was, probably doing, 5 or 6 properties a day. So it was very lucrative for me. All right. So real quick here, I want to show you, I want to pop up a video on the screen here and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So this is on YouTube, and it's somebody that's doing a property condition video, it looks like, or inspection for repairs they've got on their video description. And this is basically what I did. I just went out to properties and I shot a video like this. So you can see this house has some, looks like mold on the or growth on the shingles. This, I would have slowed the video down a little bit, but they were just showing the condition of the street, what the houses on the street look like. There you can see that the windows, like the flashing around the windows, needs to be fixed. But really, this is it. This is what you're doing. You're going out to a property, and you are just showing the person what it looks like. It needs a step. It needs a door, or whatever. So there's really no experience needed to do this. All right, it's really just visual, right? Learning how to take good pictures, learning how to take good video, and marketing yourself. And here's why it's great for real estate wholesalers, realtors, or anybody in the business, and why it was great for me going into the business doing this. All right, because if you don't have experience wholesaling, every coach and every buddy you buy a course from, and every real estate guru and everybody tells you how easy wholesaling it is, and the process is easy, but the skills that you have to learn are not, right? Because a lot of people will start wholesaling and they'll get nervous talking to sellers and talking to buyers, and the whole process gives them butterflies, like they're scared to do it because you don't have any experience. But going out and doing inspections or being boots on the ground is a great stepping stone to get into the business, because you're talking to buyers that are buying in your city, right? So you're building your buyers list. You know what they're looking for, you know what areas they're looking for, because you're going to look at properties for them, right? You start talking to property management companies, because that's one person you'll want to, one place you'll want to market to is all the property management companies, because they're dealing with overseas investors and they can refer you to them. Okay, so you're building up all these connections, right? People buying and selling properties, and property managers, and maybe rehab contractors, or who knows what, right? So you're getting used to going to properties. You're building those relationships with people with no pressure to buy a house or anything. I mean, you're making five, six, $700 a day just practicing, right? Practicing going and looking at property, seeing what the conditions are, maybe going and meeting a contractor there. So you're learning how to, how to price out a rehab job. So it's a good business, right? It's a good real estate side hustle. If you're trying to get into wholesaling, you're a realtor, you're struggling to get listings or to do business or whatever. This is a perfect way to generate more leads for your existing business. All right. So anyway, enough of the video there. I'm going to stop sharing that. So I want to show you what I've got. If you're interested in doing this and starting your own business, I'm going to do a couple other follow-up videos to this video. But I've designed a boots on the ground website. Oh, I need to share that. Sorry about that. Let's share that screen. All right. And we're going to show my boots on the ground template here. All right. So this is a website template that I built if you wanted to start your own boots on the ground business. Okay. And it's really to market to overseas investors, to out of state investors, to property management companies, or wherever you want to promote it. I even personally ran Google ads overseas for investors that might be searching for property management company in Detroit or whatever. When I was doing it in Detroit. So if they would go on to Google in somewhere in England or in Australia or wherever, and typed Detroit property management companies, contractors, whatever, my ad would come up and say, are you, do you need inspection in Detroit? Are you having problems with your property manager or whatever? And I would have like a little ad that would direct them to my website, which was a great way of marketing. But you can also post in Facebook groups and a lot of different ways to get this out there. Craigslist is still a good way. So anyway, put together this website for anybody that wants to get it. And you can go in and customize it and put whatever city and state you're in, and just say, hey, here's what I do. I go out and I take pictures and photos for out of state and overseas investors. You're not always shown the entire picture, but I'm kind of a neutral third party, and I'll go out and be your eyes and ears for you. And then just list here what services you provide. Photos, live video, if you want to go out and do a live for them while you're at the property, so they can ask you questions. Property condition reports. You can take payments online, book online. Marketing photos. If they've got a property they want to sell, you can go out and do marketing photos for them. Construction draw inspections. I did this a lot. So they would hire, a lot of times people would hire contractors to rehab the property, and they would send them the money, and then the contractor wouldn't do the work, right? They'd start and then they'd leave and take the person's money. So with the draw inspections, what I would do, they would give them a little bit to get started, and then throughout the process, like 2 or 3 times, I would go back out to the property, do another video, take more pictures, so they could see the job was moving forward before they would send that next draw to the contractor. So I would do that all the way through to the completion of the property. And when they said, okay, we're done with the rehab, I would go back out and take marketing pictures if they were going to sell the property or rent the property, that they could do that. And then they would also pay the last draw to the construction company off of those photos. You can do lock boxes. You can put lock boxes on for investors. You can do a buyer walkthrough if it's a wholesaler from another state. That they've got the property under contract, they might just pay you to go out and walk their buyer through the property and make sure that the buyer and seller don't, start negotiating on their own, and you kind of keep that separated and all that. So, and this could lead into JV partnerships, right? So if you're doing that a lot with an out of state virtual wholesaler, you can start up a JV, partnership, and just say, hey, listen, I'll handle all the stuff on the ground here. You handle finding the property and negotiating the deal. I'll take the pictures. I'll go inspect the property. I'll meet any potential buyers, and we'll split the deal. Right. So again, it's just a great way to get in the business. So scroll through the website a little bit more here. You can put video in here if you wanted. You can change the pictures, put pictures of you inspecting a property. And then, excuse me, we have a schedule inspection page. And I've got a calendar put in here from, I believe this is a TidyCal calendar, but there's a couple of options where you can just embed a calendar in here. So if somebody's on your website and they say, hey, I want to schedule an inspection on whatever day, and they can just go in here, pick the time, pick the date, and just put it in there and book the event. And then you get an email and telling you that you have a appointment scheduled, and then you can talk to them through email, send them an invoice through PayPal or Stripe or however you want to bill. You can actually on this calendar set it up to where this calendar through TidyCal will collect the payment for you. And then we just have a good contact page on here where they can go in, and if they just want to talk to you, they can put a message in there, right? So anyway, nice, clean website if you're interested in that. But this is, again, if you're a wholesaler and you're having problems getting going because you don't like marketing, or you don't like talking to buyers or sellers, you're still nervous doing it, you're just having problems finding deals, this is an excellent way to start making some cash, right? And getting that money coming in. So if you want to spend that money on just your monthly expenses, or you want to spend it on marketing, or whatever you want to do, this is a great thing to add to your offering, right? You can still wholesale. You can do boots on the ground. You're doing real estate photography. All these things add up, and you can make money doing it. So again, this is video one of a couple. I'm going to get into, I'll do another couple on marketing and getting your business set up. But if you're interested in doing something like this, and starting a boots on the ground business, which is needed, because again, there's virtual wholesalers in your market that need somebody to work with. There's out of state and overseas investors in your market that need somebody to work with. And if this sounds like something you can do, if you can go out, take pictures, take video, and fill out a simple checklist, a property condition report, you can make good money doing this. Okay. So if you're interested in this, comment below. I'm going to have a link to the website if you want to grab the website for $47 one time. It's built on a platform called System.io. System.io allows you to have one website on their platform for free. So after buying the template, there's no cost, right? That's it. They'll host the website for free for you. So if you're interested, leave a message or post a message below, click the link to the website and check it out, and watch for video 2 of the boots on the ground business. Okay. Talk to you soon.